Breaking news coming in this hour. China is now demanding India restore Chinese apps. It's a clear sign of how the economic loss has begun pinching China. 30% of TikTok users were from India. That is now zero. China is said to suffer a $6 billion loss with the ban of the apps. Reuters has quoted Chinese Commerce Ministry as saying, "We hope India correct its discriminatory actions against Chinese companies," unquote. Rishabh Gulati, managing editor of NewsX, is joining us for more on this story. Rishabh, what are the details trickling in? It's a clear sign that India's actions, India's digital strike is pinching China.
So this is what we were discussing since the get-go of what happened in Galwan, and this is why it is important that the response that's really going to hurt the Chinese is the response that has to be led by all of us. Now, the simple act of taking down these 59 Chinese apps is estimated to cause a $6 billion loss to the Chinese. 30% of TikTok's users were in India. 10% of the TikTok revenue came from India. That's been wiped off in one stroke. Now, Reuters is quoting the Chinese Commerce Ministry, demanding that India stop the discriminatory practices they are claiming against Chinese companies. Now, the app ban has been one. The second, of course, has been a lot of these people have been stuck in custom clearances, Chinese goods that are coming into India, which are all important things that need to be done. Let's be glad that they are being done. And this is really beginning to trouble the Chinese, because it's very simple. They were making a lot of money out of us. They've been making a lot of money out of the world. The world's blindness to this has come to an end. And now we are asking the simple question, why is it that a particular individual or a particular group of individuals or companies or firms cannot simply be making these kind of apps in India, be making these kind of products here in India that are bona fide made in India? So, and this applies not only to us, it applies to the Americans, it applies to the Europeans. And if all of these start decoupling from the Chinese economy, which is mostly dependent upon trade, they have a large population, yes, but we now have an equally large population, and their economic growth is dependent upon exports. If that doesn't happen, at some point of time, the Chinese economy becomes to suffer. And that suffering point and the suffering pain has just begun. Uday.
All right, Rishabh, thank you for joining us with those details.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.